G'day ladies and gentlemen, today we have an absolute masterclass given to us in less than 90 seconds of the very epitome of the anti-intellectual movement.
Jesus was born out of a virgin mother. What's more virgin than a computer?
Now I just want to warn that while this is some S-tier Joe Rogan stereotype content, it is amazing how many things he manages to get through in this short period of time. So brace yourselves.
You know, the origin story of the human race from various religions. I think all these stories where there's interactions with, like, the Book of Enoch, the Watchers that came down and bred with men and created the Nephilim. Like, doesn't that sound like genetic engineering? Like, if bred with, like, had sex with men, what do you mean? Like, what is that? So you mean take their genes and introduce them to ours? Where if you're a dummy who lived 6,000 years ago and you're trying to recall a 5,000-year-old story, that's probably how it presents itself. If you've had 5,000 years of barbarism since the Younger Dryas impact, so you have advanced civilizations, which is what I believe. I'm in the Randall Carlson, Graham Hancock school. I don't think this is our first go-around. I think ancient Egypt is a great testament to that. I think there was some sort of an advanced civilization that was on a different pathway than we are. We're on this electronic internal combustion engine pathway. They were on a different pathway. But I think they achieved a similar, if not greater, level of technology and the ability to manipulate matter. What they've done with the pyramids and, like.
Now, while it's completely fine to have fun trying to piece together bits of history and mysteries and things like that, the way he has strung all of these together is incredibly stereotypical. We've got the whole Nephilim and the people coming down and breeding. We've got the pyramids being a complete mystery. And then at the very, very end, he squeezes in a big bash of the people who actually go and study these things, and that they just try and figure these things out.
Just what they've done with the pyramids and, like, people try, they do their best to come up with some explanations. They're all dumb. Every explanation sucks.
And what's amazing about this is just how condensed it is. Joe Rogan has already faced a lot of criticism for being one of the symbols of anti-intellectualism, but he has also gotten away with it a lot of the time because at the end of the day, he's a dude that likes to smoke weed, exercise, get into conspiracy theories, discuss things, you know. But the level of confidence he has in bashing all of these people is remarkable. One of the recent cases that kind of ties to the pyramid thing he said there was the way he treated Flint Dibble. And while Flint kicked Graham Hancock's ass time and time and time again, he made a couple more mistakes maybe, I'm not even too sure, and Joe Rogan framed him as just a big bullshit artist, which is quite a low blow. We're just warming up. Because somehow a lot of the time all these crazy conspiracy theories somehow link to Christianity in the sense of they can kind of throw Jesus in there. So if you've been confused about any spirituality or anything like that, Joe Rogan has a theory for you that I think will help you reconcile.
The real question is, who's Jesus? That's the real one. And one of the weirder ones that people think this is a stupid take, but I don't care. Jesus was born out of a virgin mother. What's more virgin than a computer? So if you're going to get the most brilliant, loving, powerful person that gives us advice and can show us how to live, to be in sync with God, who better than artificial intelligence to do that?
Wow.
If Jesus does return, even if Jesus was a physical person in the past, you don't think that he could return as artificial intelligence?
Oh my God.
Artificial intelligence could absolutely return as Jesus. Not just return as Jesus, but return as Jesus with all the powers of Jesus. Like all the magic tricks, all the ability to bring people back from the dead, walk on water, levitation, water into wine.
If you combine Tesla's Optimus robot and the best foundational artificial intelligence model or whatever.
It reads your mind and it loves you and it wants you, and it doesn't care if you kill it because it's going to just go be with God again.
That's right. AI Jesus. What, you think Jesus can't come back through an AI? What's incredible about this is there's already criticisms of, religious beliefs in general. But this isn't even tied into any of those whatsoever in a serious way, and just blends this overwhelming technology for him into Jesus. And then when the host tries to slightly push back on it,
Just go be with God again.
Doesn't that seem like the Antichrist to you? Doesn't that seem like the diametric opposite to maybe our latent human powers?
due to his connection to Peter Thiel and his sort of worldview in general, he sits there and goes,
Think that we're a perfect organism that can't be improved upon. And that's not the case.
No.
That's clearly not the case based on our actions, based on society as a whole, based on the overall state of the world. It's not. We certainly can be improved upon.
But morally and ethically, not
Yeah.
based on a lower latency, higher bandwidth compute interface. That seems like destructive with our current...
Maybe, but we can be improved upon, period. I don't think you could even say morally and ethically only. We can be improved upon physically. Like I said about all of our primate instinct.
and says that the only reason you'd be against any of this is if you think that humans can't be improved upon. Such an overarching statement that doesn't really prove anything, but it is the type of comeback that seems really effective in the audiences that he panders to. So while I'm not bashing the crap out of Joe Rogan, I think this needs to be shared as it's a hyper-condensed masterclass in how to be fueled by misinformation and confusion in the age of informational overload. Thank you so much for watching Dante's Dailyish today. Please like and subscribe. Cheers.